Alright, so here's Dr. Dre throwing up a high five. This is him at the Grammys when Kendrick Lamar had a massive night off the back of Not Like Us and the GNX album. Now, apparently, Drake has this countdown going called Iceman, and it seems like it features people he feels were disloyal to him at some point. There's a woman shown alongside a reference to the Tony Soprano ring scene, the moment where Tony gives someone a ring as a gesture. There's also another woman in the bottom right corner whose identity isn't entirely clear, but the implication is she's someone who crossed him. Then there's DJ Khaled. Now, Khaled actually has two Drake songs on his 2024 album, so it's unclear whether Drake is forgiving him or calling him out for not standing by his side when things got heated. Honestly, bringing Khaled back into the fold after all that would be a questionable move. Drake keeps dropping these little breadcrumbs for people who love breaking things down, and the internet is definitely eating it up. Moving on, Selena Powell has been speaking on the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation. She's made it known she's not a fan of Megan's, largely because of the Tory Lanez situation that divided a lot of people. She sided firmly with Klay, saying they didn't look right together and that it wasn't going to last. And sure enough, it ended. We don't know the full details of what happened, whether anyone cheated or what the real cause was, but it did fall apart. Megan put out a statement, and now it looks like a full public fallout is coming, similar to how some celebrities handle breakups with very public narratives. Someone also took shots at Selena Powell's appearance online, which is a whole other conversation, but moving on. Fugiano is out. He's still signed to Gucci Mane, though at this point, releasing him from that deal might actually make more sense, especially given what just happened. Here's the backstory. Big Scar passed away, and Pooh Shiesty held a funeral to honor him. Gucci Mane helped cover funeral costs, and Pooh Shiesty was there paying his respects. Fugiano showed up in solidarity, except he was on house arrest at the time. His ankle monitor went off, he was arrested for a violation, and that's why he spent the last 4 years behind bars. 4 years he could have spent creating music and rebuilding his career, gone because he stepped out when he legally couldn't. And now he's back and already wading into someone else's situation. Pooh Shiesty reposted something about loyalty and not cooperating with law enforcement, changed his profile picture to Pooh Shiesty's mugshot, and the caption read something along the lines of, "We don't respect that rat behavior at all. We're doing our time and making it back to our people without taking someone else away from theirs. Welcome home, Fugiano." This was reposted by others in the circle. Look, there's a point where street loyalty stops protecting you and starts costing you everything. I get the code, I understand the mindset, but at some point you have to ask yourself who you're actually being loyal to and whether that loyalty is going both ways. It usually isn't. This isn't even Fugiano's fight. Pooh Shiesty made his own choices. Gucci Mane probably should have stayed quiet rather than releasing anything in the middle of all this. Just let it play out. I've been in situations where I was loyal to the wrong people and paid for it. A lot of us have. And eventually you learn, loyalty to yourself and your family has to come first.
The government has been auditing COVID-era relief loans, and the findings are significant. Roughly 562,000 borrowers have been flagged for receiving funds they weren't eligible for, failing to follow program guidelines, and never repaying the money. The total amount under scrutiny sits at approximately $22.2 billion. That's a massive figure, and authorities are moving toward penalties and potential criminal charges for those involved. If you took the money legitimately and paid it back, you're fine. But for those who didn't follow the rules, consequences are coming. It's a hard lesson, but these programs weren't a free-for-all. 50 Cent is calling out Floyd Mayweather again, this time over an unpaid bill to a Las Vegas lighting company. Apparently over $30,000 owed and never paid. Mayweather has a pattern of letting invoices pile up and going silent. At that level of wealth, it's almost more of a habit than a financial issue. Fortnite has also announced it's issuing refunds to players who purchased David Cosmetics following his recent arrest. Starting Tuesday, April 29th, anyone who bought those items will be able to request an immediate self-service refund through player support. They acknowledged community concerns and said additional changes are being rolled out over time. Now there's a situation around Blueface. A woman has come forward saying she's pregnant, allegedly by him, but another man has also claimed the child is his. The woman appeared in a video that's circulating, and now she's saying she'll take a paternity test to sort it out. Blueface as a person just keeps crashing. He doesn't necessarily come across as malicious, but the situations he ends up in are relentless. Kind of like Aaron the plumber, who just landed in legal trouble after getting into a physical altercation in Vegas. A little fame and some people just completely lose the plot. Aaron's been in conflicts with practically everyone, 100, you name it. There was even that incident where he ended up in the hospital after apparently overdosing on some kind of pre-workout supplement. And finally, Jocelyn is out here throwing accusations at LaMelo Ball, Plummer, and several others, and the approach she's taking could get her blacklisted faster than anything else. The things she's putting out there publicly are a serious risk to her own reputation. We'll see how the Drake Iceman situation plays out. And honestly, let's hope DJ Khaled isn't on the receiving end of a Drake record. That would not go well.